Hey everybody. I wanted to hop on and do a short little rant. I was having a great conversation with a girlfriend tonight about this whole idea that I think a lot of people out there, hey, and if you're hopping on, say hi and give me a little heart or tell me who you are. I'd love to know who I'm speaking to. But I was on having a conversation with a girlfriend tonight about how this idea that, being in relationship or getting married is like this thing to acquire that equates your value in the world. And with that ideology, you miss actually the whole goodness part of being in relationship with you and in the other person. So if you're just looking to acquire another human being to be in relationship with, and that's what gives you value in this world, you're going to end up really disappointed. The value in relationship is the value of the relationship you have with yourself. If you do not have a deep-seated, valuable relationship with you, meaning that you love and accept you fully for who you are, which allows you to show up in the world and in relationship authentically you, then you're going to be having inauthentic relationships. You're not going to be able to show up fully yourself. A lot of the time I see for like years of documenting, researching, and interviewing people who are in the dating process, and what's happening in the industry is that people show up trying to pitch or sell themselves in some way in the hopes that another individual is going to say, yes, I choose you, I value you. But which totally makes the dating process scary, heart-wrenching, disappointing, because you're waiting for someone else to choose you, to tell you what you perceive as your value. But your value resides in you. You are the only person that gets to dictate your value. And if you're operating from a place where you don't value yourself and you're not in a loving relationship with self, then that is going to show up in every relationship that you have. You will struggle in certain areas of your life where you don't feel that you can confidently be you and that you're in deep relation with yourself. That will be mirrored in the people and in relationships and experiences that you have. Now, there's value in that because those things show up as opportunities for us to heal those parts of ourselves that we are not accepting. That's why we have those experiences. That shitty past relationship, that crappy date, that crappy experience was provided to you as an opportunity to shine a light, or as I like to say, an invitation towards a part of you that needs your loving care and attention to heal and spend the time with, to deepen intimacy and love with that part of yourself. But if we think it's the outside doing this to us, that is not going to serve you. You're going to continue to have the same experience. It's one of my favorite quotes, and I don't even know who said it anymore, is that life will continue to deliver you the same lesson until you learn it. And boy, is dating a perfect example of that. You can go on the same crappy date with the same crappy person. You might get further along with different people. And just because you end up in relationship with someone doesn't mean that it's good for you. It's good for you from the sense that that person's going to teach you, hopefully, if you practice the awareness and do the work, that here's another example of an opportunity for you to get in relation and love yourself. Or you're just going to think it's another shitty experience and men are awful or dating's hard or, some other outside reasoning for your circumstance. Being in relationship does not equate your value. You equate your value. And until you are ready and willing and committed to do the work, to get into loving relationship with you, warts and all, and to look into under the, into the dark places that a lot of us, and I have done it, and I'm sure there's still parts of me, because this is an ongoing process. This is why I teach this work. I'm sharing what I have learned, and from years of watching and interviewing and researching people within this industry, and why I focus on dating, because dating provides a wonderful magnifying glass for us, because we get to be into practice to learn and see what comes up, but to have the wisdom to see it for what it is and take it as value for us to learn and grow. But it is not the golden ring that you're going after. It's not something you acquire or that someone else is giving you value. Relationship is not the golden ring. It's not the trophy to win. It is the journey in your loving relationship with yourself in order to attract and have a relationship that is in alignment with the relationship you have with you. I could rant about this for hours and hours, but I'm going to say it one last time. Being in relationship does not equate your value. Others do not equate your value, or even being in relationship doesn't make you any more important or valued or educated than anyone else, or worthy than anyone else. It is you equating your value, and the things that you are out of alignment in will show up in relationship, in your experience, as opportunities and invitations to up-level that and to deepen the level of intimacy and closeness that you have with you. And then when you start doing that work, then it starts showing up in a relationship that is valuable to both you and the other individual, because you're both in value with yourself. Until next time, I'm Andrea Hill, sending you big love.